Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 1, Episode 1 of Ghosts. This is the American version. It's titled Pilot. So we start off with this woman named Sophie Woodstone, I believe, dying in her bed, surrounded by all these ghosts. There's Isaac, there's Thorfinn, who's a Viking ghost. Sass, we'll call him, he's called Sass, who's a Native American. Isaac, who is a Continental Army officer. Hetty, who is the great-great-grandmother of Sophie Woodstone. Alberta, who's a singer from the Prohibition era. Flower, who is a hippie cultist and whatever. And Pete, who is a Boy Scout leader. And Trevor, who's like a businessman dude or whatever. So they have ghost powers, and the ghost powers, we learn some of them. Alberta can project her voice to the living to hear. Trevor can touch the outside world, objects in the outside world. And Thorfinn can conduct electricity. And Isaac can produce an odor due to dying of dysentery. Thorfinn can do the lightning thing because he died after being struck by lightning. It's also established that it's very painful for people to walk through ghosts. For the ghosts, not the people. So the house, the mansion, ends up getting inherited by Sam and Jay, and her husband Jay. Sam is like the great niece of Sophie. Sophie meets the ghost for like a hot 2 seconds before going to the afterlife. Sam wants to turn manor into a bed and breakfast, but it's all run down and ruined and shit. And Jay doesn't want to deal with it, and he also doesn't really like change. The ghosts don't want the bed and breakfast because, as mentioned, all these people will be coming, and the chances of them getting walked through are very high. And I love that's the reason they want to get rid of Sam and Jay. It's not because, ghosts do this because ghosts, it's because they will feel legitimate pain. And nobody wants to do that. Most people don't want to feel pain. Masochists aside. Also, it's very clear how Pete died. He has an arrow sticking out of his neck. The Boy Scout leader. Trevor knocks down a vase, and after argument with Jay, she trips and damn near dies, getting into a 2-week coma. In that time, Jay kind of reflects and decides to max out everything, damn near going bankrupt, as he tells Sam when she wakes up. If this thing doesn't work out, we're fucked. I put everything into it. Because they gotta basically rebuild the mansion from tip to top. From bottom to top. Top to bottom. There we go. There's a bit of a oopsie daisy though, because Sam can now see the ghosts. And she's the only one. Episode ends with her screaming. Fair enough, because she sees this one ghost who has a headless. Also, there's these ghosts in the basements who were trying to tell Jay that he was fixing the water heater wrong. To no avail, obviously. I loved that there was some comedy. There was, of course, comedy. But it also knew when to take itself seriously somewhat. Like, after they thought maybe Sam would die, Pete and started reflecting on, the last time he and his wife had an argument before he died. And, he was like, I can't even remember what it was about. It goes on the somber note. Then the show seemed to realize, oh, wait, we're a comedy show. Oh, I remember. She ate the last of the donut hole. She don't even like donut holes. The bitch. Yeah, he didn't say that. That was an ad-lib by yours truly, me. I also loved the argument between Sam and Jay, because that seemed like a real argument that people would have. The not wanting to spend a shit ton of money to fix a mansion that would put you in the negatives, probably. Uprooting your entire lives. Yeah. I'm really excited where it goes. Especially her being introduced to the ghost. I'm also really loving the ghosts themselves. I'm gonna give this episode I feel like I'm kind of being real liberal these days with them, but I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I'm also not being too judgmental most of the time with the first episode, so the first episodes always get a higher rating, so 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.